Aloha. So I went out for a nice country run. It's the day after, the holiday where we indulge ourselves to an unnecessary amount. And I indulged. And so, between that and some much needed rest, I was talking, I went for a run today. And I thought it was going to be kind of like just a boring country run. And it wasn't exactly that, right? I hadn't ran since I was in South Carolina last week. So, I wasn't sure how I was going to be feeling. I got tested today. I had to run fast. It's one thing to just go out there and you're like, yeah, I'm going to get me a little fast run. It's another thing, like, have to run fast. So, I get up. It's about a little after 2, quarter after 2 maybe. I go run. And that's like a good little 45-minute run. And towards like the back half of it, I was pacing myself, go fast this block, slow down this block, between these mailboxes or whatever. And so, at a certain point I pushed it really hard. So I saw this little nice housing development and it had some nice wooded areas in the back. So I'm jogging through there. And sometimes you're grateful for the fact that the timing in life just works out well for you sometimes. Because I needed the rest of jogging through there. So as I pull back out, I go down the hill and all right, we're going to gradually build up. And it's a little bit of a decline. The decline, I'd say, is the equivalent of for people who are familiar with what the gym is, if you're coming down off the interstate onto Ardmore Boulevard to come to the gym, like from Forest Hills, from the Parkway to Franklin Avenue, it's like that decline. So it's a respectable decline when you're running fast. I look over to my left and I see 2 dogs. They didn't exactly look like they were on leashes either. So I look over there, and there's a little one, like a Chihuahua type, and there's a bigger one, like a boxer. I don't really know dogs. I'm a dog guy, but I think it looks like a boxer, a Rottweiler, one of them kind of dogs. And they both barking. And from 27 years of, most of them being scared of dogs, and by the time I was like 23, my mental shift warped into, I will go to hand-to-hand combat with a dog, because I realized I'm not going to outrun it as I got smarter. And so, I had that mental readiness. But I also thought, if these dogs chase me, I will run into somebody's house. But I'm in Georgia, and this is America, and you don't just run into people's houses, because you probably get shot. And so, who's a naked black guy out there? Shoot his ass. Yeah, I didn't really go through that. And so these dogs, I'm like, don't look at the dogs. Do not make eye contact with the dogs. So I try not to, but I looked at them already. They looked at me. It was too late, but I tried to stay calm. You don't show fear to the dogs because that's when they get you. So I'm out running. I'm maintain the same pace, because if you go faster, they might interpret that as play and kind of chase your ass. So I go and I maintain my pace. About 3 seconds later, there's footsteps behind me. Without looking back, knees to chest, I just start running faster. Not significantly faster, but faster. I look over my shoulder, and much to my demise, but also to my benefit, the smaller of the 2 dogs was the one chasing me. So I look back, and the little dude is I don't know where where that red stuff is. He's about that close. So, and it's a decline, so I'm running, and a little side note. In track and field stuff, one way that you train people to improve their maximum velocity is a decline run. But we're talking a 5% grade downhill run. It helps people with being able to, you're almost out of control till you have to put your feet on the ground faster. It helps people. It's a technique to help improve stride rate or whatever. But if you run fast on a really big decline and your hamstrings are not well conditioned for it, you might not have any more hamstrings. Luckily, I'm conditioned for that, because I'm opening up, and it's a big percent grade, and I'm just opening up. I got to the bottom, and I felt my hamstrings bro, I'm not going to make it back. But anyways, I open up. It's good 80 yards that I finally run. But 50 yards through, the dog didn't lose any ground on me. And he was still within 10 feet of me. And so, luckily, 80, 90 yards into it, the dog finally bounces back. And fight fades off a little bit. But the Rottweiler or the boxer, whatever dog it was, it did not come after me, because at that point, I don't know how I'd have made it. I'd have either got bit, ran to somebody's house and had to explain that, and had to buy somebody a new door if I didn't get shot. So I finally got away. So, make sure when you're out there you're prepared for your hazards. Okay, think about what is the worst thing that could happen to me while I'm on this run. Don't do that. I don't want to scare you out of running, but that's what happened to me today. So I got my nice run in, and I ran a good 100 meters of it, way faster than I ever intended to run any part of that run. And then, to make matters more interesting, the final stretch, I ran this loop, and my aunt lives right off this like miniature highway here in Georgia. And so I ran through the loop, and as I came back up the main highway, I'm like literally 200 yards from the house. To the left, there's a dog. I don't really know dogs. I'm not a dog person. It's like maybe a Doberman or something. And it's barking at me. Got long legs, like one of these long dogs. It's barking at me. So I'm up the road, like, oh man, I gotta do this again. I'm kind of tired. I don't really want to outrun another dog. I'm saving just enough energy to run up her little 70 yards of street at full speed. I'm still 200 yards out. So I'm starting to sprint up the road, the highway road. But of course, the whole time that I got on the road, the car traffic was like slow. This one particular time, there's like 10 cars and trucks all in a line going too fast to cut in there responsibly. So I'm sprinting up the thing. I wait like 8 seconds before I turn around, look around. Luckily the dog wasn't there. So I was able to make it to the house. But I'm trying to think about what I'm going to do the next few days, about me running, because I'm trying to go for my long runs, but I'm not trying to keep having to deal with dogs. Like, do I need to buy a switchblade? Man, I'm not gonna say that online, but I need to figure something out, because I can't be out here getting chased by dogs. This ain't the city where people keep the dogs on leashes. Like, dogs just run through the yards at their own free will. So that's my story today. And also, I made sure that I didn't tie my laces on too tight, because I wouldn't have made it otherwise. Peace out. Enjoy your the day that your microwave probably will get the most use out of it in a 24-hour stretch. I have already put 2 things in the microwave. I'm making these little biscuit sandwiches. So I don't know, they're like these buttery biscuits. You heat up some greens, you heat up some yams, and you put a slap of meat on it, whether it's some ham or some turkey. You nuke it. You spread the biscuit in half. You stuff it in there. Buddy. I can't wait to eat more of them. All right, have a good rest of the day. Peace.